guys! Today I'm going to be talking about a term that has been going around the internet for what I can assume has been years, but lately it's just sprung up again. So what is a Koreaboo? Koreaboo is based on the word weeaboo. It's not an actual word, it's like Urban Dictionary stuff. It means someone who is incredibly obsessed with Japanese culture to the point that they actually want to be Japanese and like they fetishize Japanese people. Koreaboo is the same thing but with Korean people. From my other videos, you guys would probably already know that I am into Korean culture. I'm not Korean. I enjoy K-pop and other stuff. Most of the girls in the Pretzel channel are actually into K-pop, but none of us are Korean. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me first clarify. If you like Korean culture, if you like Korean food, the language, or you like K-pop or dramas or movies, you're not a Koreaboo. If you're trying to learn Korean and you use Korean words to practice Korean, you're not a Koreaboo. If you like trying Korean beauty products and using Korean beauty techniques, you're not a Koreaboo. And if you fantasize about living in Korea someday and enjoying that life, you're not a Koreaboo. A Koreaboo is someone who discriminates other races, including their own race, thinking that Koreans are some kind of superior race. Sound familiar? There's nothing wrong with appreciating or admiring a certain culture, whether it be Korean or Japanese or some other race that is not your own, just as long as you don't denounce your own race and any other culture. We're all equal. No race is better than any other race. I have a couple of tips for those people who are into K-pop or Korean culture or any other like fandom. First thing is to brush up on the thing that you are obsessed with. For example, if you like Korean culture, know your shit before you start assuming things. You can't just call any Korean guy oppa. Can't just ask any Korean person about K-pop because they don't all like K-pop. For example, I'm Filipino, and if some person comes up to me and was like, oh my gosh, I love Filipino dramas, do you know blah blah blah, and I'm personally not into Filipino dramas, like I don't watch all of them, and it would start to be really awkward. Second tip is not to befriend people just because they're a certain race. Like, don't befriend someone just because they're Korean. Treat them like a normal person. If you want to have a Korean friend, befriend them in a way that you would a normal person. If you want to tell them that you like K-pop, like, befriend them first and then tell them that you're into that kind of stuff. Don't just go like, "Annyeong oppa, I like K-pop, blah blah blah." It's gonna be so weird, especially if you're in a country that is not Korea. That's gonna be so awkward. I feel like the situation really calls for it because one time I was in the mall with my friend and I saw this Korean baby. If you guys know me personally, you know that I'm like baby obsessed because I love babies, whether they're Korean or Arab. I go up to babies and like I smile at them and like say hi. I was like waving to him, and I saw that the mom was looking and she smiled at me, so I was like, oh, I was like, "Irami Moya, what's your name?" Like, it was like, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you speak Korean, that's so cool." I wasn't like all in their face, but in another situation, I had a college schoolmate who was Korean, and I knew that he spoke English because we were in a Canadian college. And if I were to go up to him and like speak full Korean to him, that would make things really, really awkward because I know he speaks English, so you know, why would I speak Korean to him if I knew he spoke English? Also, with any culture or belief, don't just shove your beliefs down other people's throats because that's not right. For example, you like Korean culture and you know someone who doesn't like Korean culture. Don't just force them to like it just because you do. They can even hate it. They can be an anti-fan. You don't have to fight them or anything. You just have to accept it. In the end, it all comes down to respect. Respect Korean culture, respect your culture, respect other people's beliefs, respect yourself, because what race or ethnicity or culture you were born with, that's what you're gonna have for the rest of your life. No matter how much you try to become a certain race or how much you try to immerse yourself in a certain race, the race that you have biologically is what you always be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Be proud of who you are. I'm Filipino, I'm proud that I am Filipino even if I like Korean culture. I never say that I'm Korean because I'm not. Pinoy pride. Congratulations to Manny for winning. So that's everything I had to say about Koreaboos and weeaboos and whatever boos. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the Pretzel channel. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.